Welcome to Assault on Dragon Keep. I'm Newbiespud. Joining me this week is Pingcode.
Hello.
And Logan.
Hey there.
And this week we're going to be doing the side quest roundup, just getting all those exclamation points. Starting with Ellie over here.
Side quests.
Hey,
Side
new
quests.
I got a problem. I'm supposed to be guarding this here town, but I ain't got any armor. Could you head to the forest and find me something that'll protect all this beautiful girth?
Basically, my strategy is to just grab all of them and do them in sequence, sort of.
All right, I got a sweet-ass quest for you. First...
Torg, why are you even playing? We all know you aren't actually interested in nerdy stuff, muscle boy.
What? I can't like geek stuff just because I take care of my body? Discrimination!
Can we get rid of this phony already?
Ladies! I have an idea. Adventurers, you must find the 3 hidden questions of true geekiness. Torg, if you can answer my nerdy questions 3, then a part of this game you shall be.
Really?
Yep.
Oh.
And that's one of the side quests that's actually in this area, so we'll be getting to that in this episode. But first, we'll grab a couple more from Moxie.
I've got just the thing for you. Thanks again for taking care of those numbskulls. I left a gun for you kinda sorta nearby. Feel free to grab it, honey bear.
Numbskulls. Really?
Hey, shit.
Well, yeah, the perverts from the opening.
Times are tough, sure.
Oh.
Ever since the sorcerer cast his crumpocalypse spell, we've been running awful low on food. If you spot any crumpets, be a doll and grab 'em, would you?
Wait, we can only bring the town crumpets? Tina, you know there are, other kinds of food, right? You haven't seriously been living on just crumpets for the last few years, have you?
I do not understand the question.
Spoiler, she has.
But hey.
That's, doesn't quite sound like a balanced diet.
On the plus side, it sounds like something
And
a little...
this is the last one we can access for right now.
You see Sir Reginald von Bartlesby, aristocrat and riddlemeister. If you can solve one of his brain teasers, you'll get a reward.
Well met, adventurers. I have a riddle for you. I am everyone and no one. Everywhere, nowhere. What do you call me?
What do you think
Everybody
it is?
roll your insight stat.
I got
You
no
can
clue.
solve that riddle.
I shall repeat the riddle. I am everyone and no one. Everywhere.
And, well, it doesn't really matter now.
Brick, don't slam your dice onto the board. You broke
Well,
Tina's
that's good
figure
credit out of me.
eight.
Whoops.
You won. Yay.
I seriously have no idea what that would be.
In case you're wondering, the answer starts with a D and rhymes with Shark Man. I have no idea.
So what was the answer to the riddle?
I don't know.
It will forever be a mystery.
That's an actual riddle, and I want to end up Googling that. Jeez. I've heard that riddle like 500 times before.
So we've got pretty much all of these side quests, and we're gonna do them,
Just one after the other. Sounds normal enough.
Yeah.
So first we're gonna do the crumpets one, which basically means running all over town, grabbing these little plates of crumpets.
I'm glad they've got the quest markers for them. Otherwise this would be an enormous pain.
That makes things simpler. But even so, they throw in some stuff to make Borderlands encounter designs usually pretty good, that even though they tell you exactly where to go, there's always going to be some kind of unique challenge along the way, along the map.
Like, for example, Skellyman or a ginormous cliff or something, right?
Yeah, and we'll see with this first one here that getting to the first... I'm sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. Getting to the first question on that side quest is going to be kind of an ordeal. Crumpets is actually going to be kind of simple.
But in-town quests tend to be.
I was going to make a piece of cake pun, but a crumpet isn't a cake. Darn.
It's kind of griddle cake, so...
It's a piece of breakfast food.
I always thought a crumpet was some sort of cookie or something. Oh, I know. That's what the English call English call people that biscuits.
Something like that.
The rest of the Commonwealth as well.
So this side quest is kind of a pain because other than the outskirts where you fight those skeletons, there's, not really a whole lot to do. You're just running around town. It's kind of great if you're, playing the game. It's like a pretty calm, but
Almost
Used
felt
to
it.
take a tour of town.
Is that a hanging man?
yep. Well, it was a hanging man.
Hmm.
We're gonna see in a little bit that it's gone.
Oh,
Hanging body dropped. That's what all the bats were kind of signifying earlier.
darn. I just found way
That's-
too gruesome there.
Last poor hanging man. We hardly knew you.
Pretty much.
Well, I
So if I'm just right, you're using a slag assault rifle with a corrosive punch?
It's a fire punch actually, but I have both a fire corrosive aura ability that activates when I kill enemies, and also every so often when I shoot, I create a corrosive cloud. So I'm just, throwing all these lingering elemental effects everywhere that makes managing mobs in close quarters, a little bit simpler. Like these spiders, which are the new enemy type.
Yeah,
Spiders. Always spiders.
Yeah. I mean, if you're looking for an enemy in a D&D game, it's hard to go wrong with just magical...
Spiders of unusual size.
Exactly. Look at the size of those things.
Is that a suicide spider?
Yeah, there are suicide spiders, which blow up when they reach you. Spiderlings, they just, like the others, they just jump at you. Black widows get in close. Grass spiders shoot poison clouds. And, we got him.
What is a crumpet anyway?
It is a brittle cake made from flour and yeast, traditionally eaten with butter. All I ever eat, son.
Ever? Seriously? You should literally be dead.
No, Dog. I got one forever.
Well, at least we answered that question.
Yep.
And we are enlightened.
Post-crumpacolyptic, if I'm saying that right, basically spans every area in the game. You just have to collect these 3 crumpets in every single area. So and you have to do them in order, too. You start with Flame Rock Refuge, and we're actually going to have to go back to the Unassuming Docks in a little bit to collect 3 more there, and then to the forest, and etc., etc.
Fetch quest.
Yeah. A fetch quest that takes you to, different areas of the maps that you normally wouldn't, reach in normal gameplay.
Good point.
We're in the age-old tradition of getting snacks for the DM.
This is your side quest. You must buy me pizza. You will earn some experience for doing so.
Definitely the best
It
idea.
works.
I have heard of that being a legitimate strategy.
Yeah, my friends and I have a lot of video gaming sessions, and generally, the person who wins, the person who loses, gets food for us, even pays.
Nice.
Yeah.
I should see if I try running that kind of situation with my friends.
Yeah, if I ever had trying to think, if I ever had a live game, I'd probably do something like that for the combat. Was a really awesome one. Sniper rifle. I like sniper rifles.
Well, I don't right now because skeletons are kind of resistant to normal damage a little bit, and it's hard to get headshots because they're all wearing like these helmets.
That's why I usually favor the Vladov sniper rifles. They run through your ammo like nothing else, but fire rate is fire rate.
Well, normally with sniper rifles, I'm looking for point damage is the problem. But on skeletons, it's that doesn't quite apply.
In the main game, I've gotten into the habit of always shooting off the right arms of loaders, which are these Hyperion robots that you can pick them off piece by piece.
Yes,
and if you shoot the right arms off, they have no main weapon. Great fun.
I always go for the little AI core. The headshot critical.
I found the first geeky question. Mr. Tor,
that only
in the
counts
Echo
once.
Show Space Journey in Space, what color shirt denoted that a crew member was likely to be eaten by Thrag?
Red? Duh!
Correct! On to the next question, adventurers.
Why are you testing me on this stuff again?
Because you're a muscly guy. We gotta make sure you're not faking geekhood just because it's trendy.
That.
Hello, Mr. Diesel.
That
Yep.
sounds way too common to some stuff online. Not even gonna go there. But yeah, that question, you don't even need to know what it's from. I just know that red shirt equals bad.
There's your obligatory Star Trek, red shirt reference. Alright,
if
I'm getting
we-
impatient, so I make a leap of faith. Oh, well, crap.
Oh, there goes that money.
Pretty much.
Point.
Fortunately, death is cheap even in this game.
Yay, verily, respawn thee.
All of the respawn, points have new dialogue as well. And there was the second question, and now it's gone.
He's getting away! Get him!
Can't you shoot him?
I wish I could, but no, we gotta chase him down and punch him. Not once, but 3 times. And
Lovely.
Get him! Punch him!
the feedback for whether you've actually punched him is it's kind of hard to tell if you're close enough. So there's gonna be a couple times here where I just like whiff, and I'm like, I was almost certain that should have been like like there.
Oh.
And he can run about the same speed as you can, so you have to catch him on like inside corners, and it's just, hey, get back here. And now
It's
I
too
lost some
bad
ground.
phase lock doesn't work on him.
I wish. I absolutely wish.
That would kind of mean it would be a little broken to have a siren here.
Oh no, not terribly. I mean, if you just have I suppose maybe like an enemy lying around, like the commander could do it too.
Question 2. In the Echo Book series King of Jewelry, the rightful king needed to reforge his broken blank.
Sword!
Correct. On to the final question.
I have no idea what that was a reference to. If
I
it was even a reference.
don't know.
You guys are being
It could be
super
any number of
exclusionary.
medieval fantasy things.
Look,
Where you have
when
to
I was
reforge a
kid,
broken
boys
sword.
mocked me for 2 reasons: my tattoos and bunkers and badasses. I suffered for my geekiness. You don't get to invade my culture just because it's cool right now.
Holy stack suck! Repressed anger much?
So Lilith is now the voice of all nerds everywhere now.
Seems like it. Question 3.
Oh.
Last question. In the 23rd episode of the 15th season of Blue Box Adventures, what is the name of the ship that abducts the Blue Box?
I don't know!
Ooh, bad luck, Torg. Looks like you're not a real geek after all.
Why? I'm just
I'm not sure you should exclude someone just because they don't know obscure Doctor Who references.
Why can't I be
Yeah, so I would be excluded very easily, even though I knew the other 2.
Oh. Wow, I kind of feel like a dick.
Me too.
Torg, I'm sorry. You can totally join our game. You can give out side quests in town or something.
Alright!
And the side quest has a happy ending. Hooray.
Hooray!
You guys sure are the best! Where my mama didn't name me Mr. Dorg!
Wait, your first name is Mr. Torg? What's your last name?
Flexington!
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
Quest time, Humpadub! A dangerous monster whom you should kill is hiding out nearby. End of quest briefing!
So the title of that side quest is a little telling, but we're not going to get to that just now. Now we have to go back and collect some more crumpets, actually. And like I said, we got to go back to the unassuming docks for this.
Doc's a little
Crumpets.
important.
My kingdom for a gun. See ya!
So, sold a bunch of equipment, and now we're off. I considered going to the fast travel station, but then I was like, I'll just walk. I think they're closer to this entrance anyway. If I recall correctly.
Probably a good idea. A lot of times in games, going the quick way kind of screws you
it
over.
tends to be a bit disjointed, I
Yeah.
suppose.
Besides, the fast travel station would put you at the beginning, the very beginning of the area, and
Oof.
Oh yes, these DLCs seem to have a problem with making reasonably sized, town areas.
Yeah, I don't know. I never had a problem with the size of the areas generally, but just basically the number of enemies you gotta fight through to do anything, something like this.
Oh, you have to
So
fight
they-
Mr. again?
Whoops,
Yes, sir.
looks like you triggered MM up.
Mr. Bone Pants guy.
Yeah,
which
you-
totally sounds like some character or I would make in a game.
Yeah, he basically respawns and I just missed it.
Whoops.
Yeah.
Stop struggling.
What you're not going to see is my previous run through of this DLC where I tried to get to that crumpet from down here, and no, you have to go all the way back up and jump off that cliff to get to the roof and then down to that little balcony. It's this one.
The worst thing there is about half a location like that. Half of them are ones where you really do have to platform your way up.
Yeah.
Annoying.
There's actually a joke later on in the DLC where they actually poke a little fun at platforming challenges, but then
Spoilers.
but that's not for a while yet. So there we go.
It definitely sounds like something some of the people I know would do, making fun of the challenges I throw at them.
Really, people make fun of the challenges you throw as a DM.
Yeah, last one was when I did a skill check challenge, and the dude just laughed it off. It was actually in the campaign I run for you. Not really make fun of, but joke about how the boons I give make the challenges I do later non-existent.
Oh yeah, you're kind of a Monty Hall, style DM. You just give.
That was the word to describe Logan. Monty Hall.
Yeah, I'm way too fond of making my players seem powerful. Case in point, if it would fit some of my campaign, that would probably give them a bazooka. But too many of them are not modern day, so no bazookas for you.
That's okay. In the one campaign I've run, I was also kind of that way, where it's like, hey, have all these, helpful NPCs, and oh, none of my combat encounters seem to be doing anything. What is going on?
Bye now.
You were
I
bouncing.
always use environmental challenges. I once nearly. You familiar with 4E?
My main D&D game is 4E.
Well, there's a first level enemy called the Halfling Slinger that has the power to fire 3 shots in a turn as an encounter. And what I ended up doing was I ended up taking that ability to goblin sharpshooters. Oh, nothing could go wrong, right? Their players were riddled with holes, and it was only because I ended up having to make them retreat early because, well, if not, they would
have just dropped right there.
Yep, then and
Wow.
there.
Yeah, TPKs are never fun, especially early in the campaign.
Well, it's kind of a depends on the DM. Some DMs wish they could even threaten the possibility of a TPK, and some just don't seem to know how to hold back. Logan, you and I are kind of in the former situation where it's just like, please, I want you to be challenged. I don't want you to steamroll everything I throw at you.
Yeah. One of my most recent campaigns? Yeah. Not so much.
I mean, speaking as a player in your campaign, Logan.
Yeah, primarily the issue.
You just start picking bigger and bigger fights until you finally get something that does challenge you.
Wait. Gonna have to try that in the dungeon thing.
In the game,
Calm down.
well, in one of the games that Logan's DMing for me, I'm picking a fight with the main allied NPC.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, primarily because the main allied NPC is sort of, for lack of a better word, is a bit of a puppet master.
Oh. Well, that must be interesting.
Yes.
Well, it works either way. Just pick a fight with if you're too powerful, you pick a fight with people you shouldn't pick fights with.
Yes. Including the main guy who's technically supposed to be helping you. Yeah.
don't know if that would ever occur to me. I tend to not like burning bridges if I can help it.
Yeah, instead you like to take as much effort as you can to make them.
Well, that's just, my character with you. I'm the pacifist in your campaign.
True.
So am I.
Wait.
Ping's character is the most mundane out of all of them. Well, yeah, the most mundane. Okay,
In a party where everyone has some sort of traumatic past, my character has a heart condition.
Oh. Oh no.
Yeah. No. Yes, and they're the one who's, and Ping is the one who's more or less screwed over my plans at the beginning. I like getting kept on my toes though. That's why I'm never really too angry if my plans are derailed to hell and back.
And here's third crumpet.
Tina, you're 13 years old. Maybe you should consider eating something other than crumpets. I brought food for lunch. You could.
Oh God, what is that?
It's a salad.
Why is it green? It looks like the devil!
Just calm down.
It's staring at me.
Calm down.
And so the epic of Tina and the crumpets continues. What we got here is a loot chest that's unique to Assault on Dragon Keep, where you can roll dice to see the rarity of the loot you get. You can either roll 1 dice or pay some iridium to roll 2 dice and take the higher result.
Yeah, I'd probably end up doing the latter. I don't even know why.
I pretty much take 2 dice whenever I can, because hey, rare loot.
Yeah.
Plus, iridium shows up everywhere.
Yeah, it's not hard to find iridium. Although, I noticed that with each progressing DLC in the game, they come up with more and more ways to make you spend iridium.
Like getting awesome, powerful loot in this one.
Yeah. Like, the loot chests there are just, like, the biggest part. It's just, like, here, we want you to pay 5 iridium every, like, every time you get
open
loot.
a chest.
Yeah.
For a chance of better loot.
Yeah.
I find it usually falls into the pitfall of
Silence.
you tend to level up too quickly for at least on your first playthrough to make any of these, to spend resources to get temporary bonuses being very useful.
Yeah. Yeah, especially, with my gear setup right now, I'm in that situation where most of my guns are better than anything I'm going to find in both chests and shops, even at a decent rarity.
Ready for the gold keys.
Pretty much. So, we got the crumpets, now we're kind of slowly making our way back, killing rock golems and skeletons along the way. And
Is the water as cold out here?
well, I don't know, it's just a video game.
Oh no, well, the introductory water they keep you from swimming by making it ice cold and damaging.
Oh yeah. No, not here. It's we're not in a glacier around here. In fact, I don't think there's a whole ice level in this entire DLC, which kind of surprises me. Plenty of magma.
No obligatory ice level?
No.
Explosives!
I guess it wasn't as obligatory as I thought.
That's not. Well, how fun is an ice level, really?
Depends on the game, actually. I know a couple of ice levels I adore, like Twilight Princess, and then there are ice levels that I just want to smash with a hammer. Like anyone in a platformer.
Twilight Princess.
Yeah,
That about sums it up.
Twilight Princess, ice level, and Water Temple for that matter. Oh God.
Yeah, Water Temple's like the legendary, pain in the butt dungeon.
Yeah.
And like I've heard it said, it's like I don't even remember it being that big a deal. And it's been so long that I can't even remember like how difficult that dungeon actually was.
Let's see. Water Temple in Ocarina of Time took me like 5 weeks. Water Temple in Twilight Princess, I have never actually beaten. I had to get my brother and sister to help me.
Oh.
yeah, comes with putting the game aside for a while, and my brother deleting the entire. My brother's selling our GameCube one, so I had to play it on the Wii.
There's pros and
So I
cons
was
to
already not used to things. But yeah,
So against all odds, I'm actually switching out a shotgun. Switching out my TDR for Jacob's shotgun. It has kind of a lower clip capacity, so I can only get off one shot before I have to do a quick reload, but it does like almost twice as much damage as my former shotgun, so I should get some better use out of it.
And of course, it's got the old TDO bonus of getting a free rocket every time you empty it.
Yeah.
Even if it has terrible accuracy.
Yeah.
Looking for a healer? You're in the right place.
I'm trying to see if I can find a better class mod, because the one I have, it's the warder for shield boost, but I don't have that skill anymore. But I can't seem to find anything better at the moment.
Don't put those all in one place.
it's like a real D&D campaign. You want something, you can never actually find it.
Nope.
Or when you do find it, you need it too soon. Too soon, then you can use that.
You're just sitting on items for a long time?
Sitting on in the campaign I play with Ping, I was getting I'm supposed to be getting a archery thing. We got a combat before I can actually learn how to use it.
Oh.
And my character is currently getting eaten alive by a skeletal dragon. Yeah.
Don't worry, we'll get you out of there soon enough.
Yes.
So we've done all the side questing that is in the town and the docks behind us. So now we're finally moving on to the forest.
No, the forest of creepy atmosphere.
You enter the forest of
Okay,
tranquility.
Tranquility.
Agreed.
Boring.
Okay, good point.
Well, you get your wish.
Dang, now I gotta come up with a better name for the forest.
Forest of extremely creepy. Hey, man again.
Yeah. You think it's the same one?
Probably not, but
Oh,
I'm
can't Hangbang go on holiday?
I'm gonna hang out in the forest for a little while.
Oh, really? Really, newbie?
Yeah, I'm sorry. That was.
I've got it!
The forest being eaten alive by trees.
Anyway, I think this is where we'll leave off for this week. So, thanks for joining us, and we'll get to the forest next time.